Hi again, everyone. It's Tanya of Cute and Cuddly Nursery. I have Brittany asleep, real-born from Bountiful Baby, and I'm going to show you how I paint creases. This is Coastal Scents eyeshadow, Fine Wine. This is the color that I use to do my creases. So it's kind of like a reddish purple. I'm just going to put Brittany down and then open this up. So this is the brush that I use. There we go. As you can tell, I've cut some of the bristles. I just need to get all the, at least try to get the blue out. I have a dish of water here, and then I just have a regular Kleenex tissue to try to get all that blue out because I just did her veins. I finished up her veining on her hands. I don't know if you can see that, but I hope so. And then on her legs as well. So, I don't know, they don't show up too much on camera, but you want the veins to be barely there kind of thing. So so this is what I do. I just start, let me see, maybe I have to turn Flynn wants a lot of attention. Okay, so now I think there we go, it's trying to focus. I was trying to watch my camera at the same time. So I like to go in and do the creases on the eyes, and then I just have a sponge that I've ripped the top off. Oh, I touched her forehead. Okay, there we go. So if they get too much color in them, the sponges, they don't seem to work as, or they work, but they will dye your baby. And then also I want to go underneath the eye a little, in that little crease there. But I don't want that crease under there too dark, otherwise she's going to look like she has bags under her eyes. And we don't want that. Does anyone else see like Brittany as a boy? Like is this one related to Landon? Because I feel like, or is it Landon or maybe it's Owen. Is it the Owen that looks like this, I think? Realborn? Like, I've heard they're all related, but this one just looks like a boy, to me, like really boy. And not so much girl, but maybe it's just me. Oh, there must be a little spot there. It's like, the color's really wanting to stick in that little spot on her nose. Sometimes you get little divots in, I hope I'm in the frame. I'm just kind of going over the crease, and then I pull it towards the nose, and it looks like I've got like the same thing, sort of thing happening on this side, but that's okay. We'll make it work and she'll be cute. Maybe like with a headband, maybe she'd look more girly. I don't know, she just looks like, right now I just see boy. Whenever I see her, I think boy, but you know, maybe that's just me. But she might make a nice boy as well. This one might be reserved. So I have her as reserved right now. Her potential mommy is thinking about her, wanting to see what she looks like finished, which I can understand, so I'm okay with that. But if she turns up being available, I will list her in my nursery on reborns.com. Not sure what this is trying to focus on. There we go. I love this camera has touchscreen now. It was, excuse me, more expensive for the touchscreen and also for the what's that called? The little screen on the back comes out so I can turn it and stuff too, which is really nice. So that's, you know, of course my husband was like, oh, that's expensive, but you know, I'm just dabbing her tongue in there with a little bit of coloring. And then I also want to paint her lips a bit as well. I don't know what it wants to focus on in the background, but something. But this has been a really good camera. It's a, sorry. It's a Canon SL2, I think. Canon SL2. And it's smaller than the other ones. And it's lightweight compared to the others as well. And I had the T3i before, which is pretty much the same. Like, I mean, it had the fold out little screen on the back so that I could, you know, watch. And I used to have my older videos, some were filmed with my old camera, but I'm just going to turn you a little bit. It turned out, sorry, that, you know, the video quality wasn't very good. And I'm thinking, well, but I kind of want good quality so I can do videos. So, this was a Christmas present. So, I got it a bit early, but it's so nice. I only got it early because it was on special. Because it was an open box, and I'm like, I don't care if it's an open box, I love it. So I got it, and it was like $100 less for an open box. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just taking like the edge of the brush here, kind of like close to the base or whatever you want to call that. And I'm just kind of like going along the edge here of her lip. And it's creating that line along the lip. I don't know if you, yeah, I think you can see it. So, and I really like that look. So I'm just gonna kind of blend that in a little. And then I'm gonna do the same with the top. I hope I'm in frame. So I'm just gonna go along that line on top as well. See if I can get that same effect. It's a little dark there, but we'll just blend it. I'm gonna say mix it in. We'll mix it in, don't worry. Okay. There we go. And then, since it's a little dark, just kind of blend it towards the rest of the mouth. Don't go too dark on the blending, or too, don't push too hard. There we go. Or you'll end up losing your line. But you can just do it again. So, okay. So I might have to do it again anyway, but I'm going to be adding more colors. But so here are her lips so far. Wow, those veins are really popping out on the camera anyway. I can't really see them in person too much, but wow, on the camera they're really popping. Okay, so with these lines here, I actually will bring them out more when I do the blushing along here. So then these lines will be more prominent, or however they'll stand out a bit more. Okay, so I want to do under her chin a bit. Not, you know, too much. I just kind of pull as well along that line that's there. And then that way that gets nicely blended, because sometimes the line comes out a bit more, and so it like feathers out. And so I'm just going to go along under the neck. I really hope that this works out this time. Like, I tried, you know, prepping the vinyl before, and I just couldn't get it to stick. the colors just would rub right off. And I'm like, why is this happening? Oop. And then so you just want to feather out again. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, and then there's another line here along the back of the neck. Huh, I just remembered I have to schedule to go camping later this year. It's funny the things that you remember all of a sudden. It's like, oh shoot, I gotta make a reservation. Like my husband wants to go camping earlier this year because usually we go kind of late because, you know, I am late usually to schedule a time. I don't like to rely on those camping places where it's like first come first serve, because you never know if you're gonna get a good spot or if there's gonna be any spots actually, 'cause some of these places are just so popular. So, you know, for me, I like to know that I've secured a spot. Alright, so I'm just gonna do the back. So hopefully I remember after this video. So I'll like, I was gonna say I'll just like put her down and rush over to my laptop and oh, the dogs. Oh. The cat moves, they're all over it. How do I hold this to? Okay. And she's got a little bit of a crease there. So I'm gonna go back in and I have a sponge that's kind of, it's oversaturated. I hope I'm in the frame. Oversaturated. Let me just grab. You see how dark this is? I don't know if it will. I know the Chi one's outside. Hold on, Chi. Marty. He's moving the curtain. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. There we go. See how dark that is? And then here's one I'm using that I ripped the top off because it was getting, and then here's one that's just white. It's got a little bit of powder splattered on it, but it's mostly white. And so I like to use this one that's been oversaturated with color, and I just kind of like to pull it along the ear here. Like I wouldn't use this on the face at all. I just use it for the ears. And I have another chunk as well. So I keep them because, like I said, they're overused, but they do still, you know, color the vinyl, so it's nice. And you're rubbing it on anyway, so it's already like staining as well. So yeah, I like it for this. Here we go. Alright, hold on, I gotta let the dog out. Ooh, there goes the... Oh, how do I fix that? Okay. Maybe it's okay now. Okay, so grab my sponge again. And I do like the ears to be a little darker, at least on top here. Okay, so not too dark on the back. And then I'm gonna do the same with this one, and I just pull it forward because I don't want to create redness around the ear on the head. I just want to... Anyhow, my camera card was full, so I had to go empty it, and when I emptied it, just got a bit of a rough spot there. And a little cover with the... Oh yeah, I forgot what I was doing in the last video. So I have my sponge, and I've got Brittany. And so I'm just going over her ears with this saturated sponge. Forgot about that. And Oh yeah, I was doing this here, I think. So, or must have been, because this one's not colored. So, anyhow, I thought I would just quickly view the videos, because I needed to move them off of my camera card and onto my laptop. And I was moving them, and I thought, okay, I'll look really quick to see if they're worth keeping, and no, I'm sorry, they're not. So, I'll check Luciano. Maybe I can add some, go over his veins a bit, because this one, I made her veins good, so her veining is good. I hope I'm within frame this time. I'm gonna close the curtain just a touch because it's blinding me. Okay, so they're so far. I wonder if I could use this on the lips. Not very well. I can't. And now I'm losing the bottom part here, so I'm gonna grab, and then I'm just gonna go in again and make that nice dark line along the bottom of her lips. So some of this did not want to come off. So then I'm just blending it in a bit. There we go. And you can see a little spot there in her nose. Okay, so I'm gonna add just a bit of color in the corner of her eyes as well. And then I'm just gonna kind of smudge it in place. I think she looks pretty good. I wish both of her ears were the same shape. Do you see this one is round and this one's kind of like comes to a point here? There's nothing I can do about it though. Alright, so I'm just gonna go in here too, because I just now noticed that I didn't color the crease on the inside of the ear. I'm just gonna kind of lightly go over that again. Here we go. And then this side. Even the crease on this side, of course, is different. Sorry, I bumped the camera. I've got it literally right next to me. So I backed off the zoom, so hopefully I'm within the frame the whole time. I just want to darken that line there a little bit more on her eyelids. And then blend and blend. I do like to add a little bit of shading here as well. You can see kind of like there's a bit of a line there. Just like I said, just a little bit of shading is all. There we go. So I hope this is turning out. So I'll have to check, of course. I do want to add a little bit more color to her nose. I don't know where that little hair came from, but it's out of here. And then I do want to add more color to this little spot under her nose here. Okay, and then I'll add more, like I'll add red along here too, because if you look at babies, they do, you know, I've got a ton of references of babies, but I haven't yet used them. But I have a lot, and I've looked at them, but I don't, I have a tablet actually on the wall here so that I can have, oh yeah, I'm doing the creasing on the hands. I hope you can see it. Maybe I'll turn this towards me a bit more. And there we go. I was gonna say, and the light is like right there. There we go. That, I hope that's better. It looks good to me. anyhow, so yeah, I've kind of studied some, but I still want to do my own, you know, style. So I'm still wanting that like realistic look, and I just feel like I'm not there. Not yet. Anyway, so I am almost to my 100th baby. I'm not sure if I'll do like a giveaway maybe, I don't know. I haven't done a giveaway in a long time. That's just because I can't afford to give them away. I wish I could. Like some of these artists, they charge a lot for their babies. Like I understand because their work is beautiful and you know they're popular and whatnot. I'm not that popular, and I haven't done any prototypes and whatnot, so I can't charge as much. So but maybe maybe I'll try anyway. I would like to give away a baby for the 100th, but just not sure yet. Like I think the person would have to pay for shipping. I hear the mailman, or there's some sort of wild critter bothering the mailbox because I hear all this like noise outside. Okay. Anyhow, so I'll look into that. It might be a Bountiful Baby kit that I, you know, didn't spend a whole lot on. Like I said, I, you know, don't have like, what is it called? Just like disposable, there we go. Disposable income that I can just, you know, go in and give away. I wish I did. Oh man, I could do more giveaways, but unfortunately. Like I wanted to do a giveaway baby, or I guess it's a giveaway baby, but for the Rose Doll show, just so that, you know, people can like see my work and whatnot. I sent a painted kit off. I won't say to who. She didn't give me credit at all for my painted kit, but I traded her some kits, and I was really hoping maybe she would have commented and, you know, given me credit for painting the kit or something, and I got nothing. So I'm guessing that my painting's not very good if the person's not willing to give you credit, right? And I really don't think that's right, but I'm not gonna say anything. I don't, trying not to let it like bother me, because I know if I say something it's really gonna escalate and bother me more. So I just don't, I don't even want to talk about it. So but anyway, it'd be kind of cool to get some recognition. Like most people don't see my work except for you know, customers. Usually I have return customers, so not too many new people get babies from me unless you reserve them. So I hope this has all been within frame. I'll check, of course. So now I'm just going in and blending. Some sort of notification on my laptop. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go over the creases again, but for now I think they look good. Just kind of wanna, yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to go over them again. Like with the veining, it's easier to kind of like blend them and, you know, pull the color in to the vinyl, but this way it's not as easy. And I'm hoping that I won't have color coming off as much at the end doing it this way. Like, I'm hoping that it'll really, you know, grip and be good. You can kind of still see the veining, so that's a good sign as well. Like, I don't know how many times I've heard people say that you have to keep going, wiping off and reapplying and wiping off and reapplying the powders. But I just don't know. Like, I really like how the powders look and everything. Like, I don't have, like, pooling of paint or anything. It looks really nice. However, I just don't, I guess, have the patience because I'm working on, like, a lot of babies at once. And for me, you know, having to go over and over and over the same thing 40 or 50 times, you know, to get it to show is hard because, you know, I want it to be on there right away kind of thing so I can move on. I don't want to spend all day on one thing. Like, I want to see progress right away. I'm sure that others are the same way. Hopefully this is in frame again. I just don't know the best way to hold this. I still think I need like a really stiff brush to be able to really get this in the creases, because this brush is so flimsy. I'm not sure how to go about making something like that. I might have to experiment with some glue and then make the brush like really rigid or something. I'm not sure. Okay, so I think that's starting to look better. And I might use my sponge, my oversaturated sponge that I used for the ears on the fingers to rub on the color like I did with the backs of the ears, because that worked really well. I liked that. I'm still not getting that rich of color that I'd like for the creases. Like, there's a little bit of color. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, there's a little bit of color, but like it's not as rich as I would like it to be. So, like I said, I'm gonna have to go over them quite a bit. And I might go over them with paint too, once I get there. I'm also thinking of trying Golden brand artist paints that are air dry. They sell them here locally at a hobby store. So I'm thinking of giving those a try, because these ones, the Ultimate Fusions, are running low, and I'm going to need to order more if I want to continue with them. But I'd kind of like to give this Golden paint a try. So I've also heard good things about it. But then I guess I'll lose my status or whatever with Ultimate Fusion groups. I don't know. Because I won't be using Ultimate Fusion anymore, right? Switch. Because I just, you know, they've got so many reds, but they're not real red. You know, that's why I like using these powders, is because I get actual red, you know. And that's what I didn't like about Miracle Blend, because I wasn't getting like an actual red. It was pink. And I was really disappointed with that it was pink, not red. And I don't want my babies pink. I want to see actual red tone. Like if you look at your own hands, red, you know? And so for me, like I said, I want more realistic color. Did I touch her fingernail or fingertips? There we go. Which would be fine, because I'm going to be going over that anyway. Okay. I'm just following the line here. And I try to start out in the middle and then feather out to the edges so it's not so dark at the at the sides. So I start in and then kind of work my way out. And then I feather it out with the sponge to blend. Okay, so I think that looks good as far as creasing goes. And then I just want to show quickly applying some color to the fingertips with this overused sponge that's still saturated. So I don't want to color the nails with it, so you gotta be careful. I just want to go and stain the top part, or the pads. There we go. Just getting the fingertips, not the nail. We'll do nails later. I have to check my old nail video, because, you know, if it's still good, why not use it, right? And if it's good quality, I'm not sure. I went through and I deleted, I don't know how many videos, a lot. Went through and deleted a lot of videos. It's because I want to redo my tutorials. Okay, so I think that looks good. So let's grab the other hand. So this is with creases and a little bit of coloring on the fingertips, and then this one, this one's the one with the creases done. There we go. I'll swap them. There we go. And then without, of course. So you can tell the difference so far. Looks good. So let's see. I think I'm just gonna end that. I'm gonna do the foot the same way, so I don't want to bore you with too much. So I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna do the creases now. The rest of the creases on her. And then I'll be back to do a blushing video. So, or do I want to do blushing yet? I'm trying to think, like, would blushing be good now or later? We can do blushing now, I think. Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do paper. No, we'll do blushing, I think. I don't know. I'll be back in the next video. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.